Who's your commander?
Good luck.
Equip.
Move to combat.
Resolves.
Now, before you attack
Does
me,
anyone have an answer?
well played.
Good game.
Hello, I'm Jumbo Commander. Are you hungry for more deck techs? Because today we have Yargle, Glutton of Urborg. Yargle, Glutton of Urborg is a 4 and a black for a vanilla 9/3 frog spirit. That's it. Just flavor text on this legendary creature. So this creates a whole new realm of deck building challenges. I wonder what we can do with Yargle and still embrace the Yargleness of him. It's the spirit frog. Brainstorms. Let's talk about what we can do with Yargle. Can we frog tribal it up? No, we can't. There's only 4 black frogs in Magic. Which is familiar? Wretched Anurid, Anurid Muck Driver, Merc Driver, Diver. Got it. Noxious Toad. And let's not forget, paying full price for a Frogmite. Clearly, we could throw these in for just flavor, but they're not adding any depth to this deck. They're not actually supporting Yargle. I think the defining characteristic of this legendary frog is its power, so let's abuse that. I guess we could Disciple of Bolus or Obnixilis Ultimate the frog away over and over again and draw us into real cards so we can play Magic? No, I'm just joking. Let's really embrace Yargle. And so we've got to talk at least a little bit about Voltron. Voltron is a strategy where you try and get your commander as awesome as possible so you can deal 21 commander damage to your opponent. And Yargle's power means he's starting off pretty awesome. I mean, not as good as a lot of other creatures, but let's just get into it. The first thing we have to say is this is not a completely unique strategy. There has been mono black Voltron commanders before. Corlash, heir to Blackblade, is a great Voltron mono black dude. He can even slot into this deck as a lieutenant. He can even lend us our first piece of equipment. Blackblade Reforged came out in Dominaria. This is the sword that came from Dak and Blackblade. Oh, the flavor is wonderful. And this sword feels so much like Dominaria, it only makes sense to equip Yargle with it. Blackblade Reforged says equipped creature gets +1/+1 for each land you control, and you can equip it for 3 because Yargle is legendary. And Blackblade Reforged supports one of the reasons why Mono Black has a really powerful Voltron strategy, and that's the support that comes in the way of Nightmare Lash and Stratascythe. I know Stratascythe can go in any deck, but Nightmare Lash is a very similar effect, and it goes so well in this deck. And we can just throw in another piece of equipment called Sword of the Animist, so we can just put more and more lands out on the battlefield, make our Yargle huge. And Yargle's not on his own. He has other friends like Squelching Leeches and Maga, Traitor to Mortals, that can also pick up these equipment and be gigantic. So we have our commander Yargle leading the way with all of these equipments and these gigantic creatures. We just need some more lands to cast all this stuff and to pump these equipments I talked about. Now, one of the best ways to get lands out of your deck is Liliana of the Dark Realms. She's a planeswalker, she's not threatening, and you get to search up a swamp every single turn. But you don't get to put it into play. Ugh. See, this is where black falls short of a lot of other colors. They can get swamps, and they can use other things to ramp you. Like, obviously, we're going to run a Cabal Coffers. The new Cabal Coffers out of Dominaria? Okay, but, we need ways to get extra lands. And so that's why people cannot glaze over simple cards like Wayfarer's Bauble. I know it sounds simple, but it's like, this ramps a swamp. It's just what we need. Burnished Heart. Okay, I know it's a really poor rate. 6 mana to get 2 swamps? Yeah, not good. But we need it in this kind of deck. Solemn Simulacrum? Yeah, 4 mana for a swamp? Sure. These are actual pieces of ramp that will make our Black Blades, our Lashes, and our Scythes hit even harder. You know, I'm gonna have to be honest with you. Yargle is not the best Voltron commander. I know, I'm sorry. He can't protect himself. He's so easily killed, and you don't want to invest equipping all of these equipments or putting all of this energy into a Yargle that's just gonna die before he connects. That's why I think some cards like Hammer of Nazan, and I know there's other stuff, Whisper Silk Cloak and Swiftfoot Boots and Lightning Greaves, all that stuff is good, but I'm gonna focus on Hammer of Nazan because it puts Yargle at 11 power, love it, indestructible, love it even more, and cool insta-quip type stuff on Hammer. So I think I'm going to slot Hammer into this deck and be very happy about it. You know, getting Yargle's power up really high is going to be important. We want to be able to one-shot or at least two-shot people. And once his power's up there, I mean, I guess we could sacrifice him to that Disciple of Bolas, or we could fling him at our opponent with Rite of Consumption. With Rite of Consumption, you sacrifice a creature Yargle and bam, smack someone straight in the face. I don't know if I want to go too much into the spells arena, because then I might be making a deck that wins with Torment of Hailfire or Exsanguinate, where you ramp, and then you just win with one of these big sorceries. I don't know. I think I want Yargle to be more involved. There is one awesome spell that I will play in this deck, and that's Hatred. Hatred transforms your life into the death of your enemies. And by the way, it doesn't have to just be on Yargle. This could be on an unblocked other creature. Who cares? It could be one opponent attacking another. Boom, Hatred. I'm willing to take that player out. I love this card so much. You should definitely play it in your black decks. But Voltron, man, it's everywhere, and black doesn't even do it as well as some other colors. Can we give Yargle some spice? I think we can. I'd like to start off with very boring Voltron build, and then I'd like to have a hidden deck in there. And I think I want to start with Hidden Infect. Just imagine you're swinging in with Yargle and people are like, ho ho, how quaint, a frog spirit, you're playing a vanilla commander. I'll take the Yargle damage, Tainted Strike. Suddenly, they have been infected out of the game. And another equipment, we've been talking about equipments, how about Grafted Exoskeleton, bringing Yargle up to an 11-5 infect. Oh, I love it. And as long as we have this sort of minor hidden infect theme, let's just throw a Skithrix in our deck. It can be so easy to, later in the game, drop Skittles, equip up some equipment, and then take someone out. Skittles also has this protection of regeneration and haste. Oh my gosh, this could be a good commander. No. We're not making infect. This is hidden infect. So we can just buy some kills out of people and to make people really feel like Yargle has eaten them. Just two more infect cards before we leave this category. I know some of you just get this dirty feeling when I talk about infect, but the next two are amazing. It's Caressa Phyrexia and Plaguemur. Caressa Phyrexia, I think, is an excellent card that you should just consider. 5 mana, target player draws 3 cards, loses 3 life, and gets 3 poison counters. Now, you might be telling me, oh, well, I can draw 3 cards for only 4 mana with Ancient Craving and not have to worry about any poison counters. That's true. But does your Ancient Craving deal 3 poison to your opponent? Because that could be a huge lightning bolt of infect at someone's face. You smack them with something in infect and boom, 3 more poison right at them. But the card I'm truly in love with is Plaguemur. It's just a little Mur. Oh, I'm just a little mana dork. I'm just gonna tap for mana. Don't pay attention to my infect until I'm holding Blackblade Reforged and swinging in for 15 infect like a Blightsteel Colossus that also taps for a colorless. The next strategy I have might seem a little stranger, and that's because it's another hidden strategy. Again, we have a deck that looks like Voltron, and then it has some infect inside, and then it looks like you've only uncovered the secret, but no, it has this hidden, deeper secret, like hidden tokens. What? hidden tokens? Yeah, hidden tokens. Once our frog spirit's power is up tremendously high, let's play Ghoulcaller Gisa. Sacrifice Yargle, and then suddenly flood the board with 2/2 black zombie creature tokens. And now we have a zombie army. And let's support that zombie army with more zombie armies. Josuves, Lich Knight, another Dominaria card making an appearance here, creating menacing knights. Love it. Grave Titan is a classic, just pumps out zombies one after the other, and Army of the Damned is a spell I'm excited about. But you might be thinking to yourself, this doesn't really match with the Voltron strategy. Voltron is go tall, not go wide. These equipments won't easily slot into this sort of token strategy. And you would be right. This doesn't exactly slot together perfectly, unless you consider one last piece of equipment. And that equipment is Dragon Throne of Tarkir. You throw it on Yargle, you tap Yargle, and suddenly it's a gigantic 9/9 overrun on everything. And that is how you use Yargle to demoralize your opponents. Oh, it's just a vanilla that's winning games. Oh, I'm just gonna take the Yargle, he's so cute. No, he's an infecting frog that's gonna eat you and your family. I hope you enjoyed the deck tech today. If you did, please consider subscribing to my channel, hitting that bell icon, maybe talking to me in the comments or on Twitter. I don't know. You can check out my Patreon online too. And just remember, I'm going to be making so many videos about Dominaria Legends. Yargle is just one of many. Go ahead and check them out. And I want to thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have an excellent day. Yargle.